So I would say I'm generally very friendly and responsive at work. If you ask me something, I'm usually very good at getting back to you right away, or at least as soon as I possibly can. Unless you send me a message that looks like this. I don't know what it is, but I do not like getting messages like these. And I'm willing to bet that you don't either. I know a lot of people who hate getting these types of messages, where someone says hi and just leaves it at that, especially in a work setting. And no offense to any of my coworkers or to anyone who messages like this, but if someone is messaging you at work, that almost always means they need something from you. And I know for me, whenever I see one of these messages, my immediate thought is always, hi. What do you want? Is it going to be a huge ask? And why aren't you just telling me what you need? Now, I think the worst part about receiving these messages is the uncertainty. I don't know what you're going to ask me, but I know that you're going to ask me something. It might be an easy question that I can answer right away, or it might be a hard one that causes a lot of work for me. But not knowing what it is, while knowing that it's coming, creates tension. That tension creates uncertainty, and that uncertainty is stressful. See, I would much rather get a message that looks like this. Let me just respond to that one quickly. Of course, like this, and then like that, and then you should be able to find it there. Done. Easy. But yeah, these messages are a mystery box of uncertainty and stress. And I'm usually not in a rush to open that box. I will ignore these messages for as long as I can. I'll give it at least some time before responding, even if I'm not that busy. In my head, if you're not telling me what you need right off the bat, it must not be that urgent. I don't want to feel like one of those customer service bots, immediately available and willing to respond to any request that you have. Sorry, just give me a sec. Hey, sure, I just need to finalize a few things, but we'll send that over later today. Okay, maybe I don't mind responding to requests right away. I just need to know what that request is. Now, the interesting thing is, if this were an in-person interaction, this would be the much more preferred and polite way to ask something. If it was the opposite, if someone at work came up to me in person and was just like, hi, can you do this for me? I'd be like, okay, rude. Aren't you even gonna let me say anything before dropping your request on me? If it's in person, I would much rather prefer a hi, Graham, and then they're waiting for me to respond before asking their question. And I mean, that's probably what's driving these types of messages. If someone messages you and says hi and nothing else, chances are they're probably just being polite. They're courteously waiting for you to respond and acknowledge their message before asking something of you, because that would be the most considerate way to do things if this were an in-person interaction. So honestly, respect to them for doing that. And I guess respect to you if you message people like this. But at the same time, online interactions are much different than in-person interactions. And this polite in-person approach kind of has the opposite effect in an online interaction, at least to me. It almost feels a bit rude of you to wait for me to respond before asking me your question. In my mind, if it's an online interaction, it would be more polite of you to tell me exactly what you need right off the bat. Ask your question right away and provide as much detail and information as possible. No need for the greeting or small talk. Don't put the burden on me to respond before asking your question. Just ask, and I'll get to it. And I'll probably get to it sooner than if your message only says hi. So yeah, if you begrudgingly find yourself on the receiving end of a hi message at work, keep in mind that this person is probably just trying to be polite. But at the end of the day, when it comes to online work requests, I think most people would rather know what that is as soon as possible, rather than it being wrapped up in a mystery box of uncertainty. So if you're one of those polite people, it might seem a bit weird, but it's more polite to ask your question right away, at least for online requests. And if you're tired of getting stressful mystery box hi messages, consider letting them know that they're good to ask future questions right away, rather than waiting for you to respond. Oh, I should do this too. Okay, I've let this one sit long enough. Hey, what's up? So, in the future, if you have a question, feel free to just ask right away. Oh my god. Anyway, that's it for today. If this resonated with you or you found this insightful, your thumbs up is appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on personal development and self-improvement. And let me know in the comments how you feel about these hi messages. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.